My name is Chase Ekstam. I'm a senior at Missouri State University and I'm an intern with Apac-Central. I'm from a small town myself. Coming to Springfield, it is a big city, but it has a small town feel to it. Apac actually has quite a handful of employees that have came straight from the Missouri State program. 5 employees came from the Missouri State program and continued to work through the internship program at Apac and went to work full-time, which is actually what I plan to do when I graduate in May.
The first time I met Chase was last semester when he took 2 of my classes, statics and construction surveying. There were a few students who kind of stood out in my classes, and Chase was one of them because he was paying a good amount of attention to all the lectures. The surveying class has a laboratory. He was very active in the laboratory experiments, leading the team most of the times, and listening to all the course materials, asking very good questions. And I found him very interested in the materials that I was teaching in my classes.
I got into construction by family. I'd be a 3rd generation in the industry. My grandpa and grandfather were in the construction industry, and I kind of followed their roots straight out of high school. Went to work and was working for a couple years, and then the recession kind of hit, and I decided from that point I needed to maybe go get some extra education to help support myself in the future. So I went back to Missouri State University to pursue my bachelor's in construction management. Morning, Lee. How we doing? How's this thing look?
I don't know. I was just getting ready to check it out. This over here is lower, I think.
A little bit lower.
So you got 1 inch.
That left corner there is kind of low, isn't it? Yeah. It's 50 foot. And what's the difference between the two? That one's a 4.8 and this one's a what? 4.9, 1 inch and 50 foot. Is that good? That's kind of...
That's
not very much.
Really, really bad. There's a little hump in between them, which that's an 8. These little humps are about 1 inch higher than the drain. See, it's got these drains down through here, like a 1 inch hump between them. And I'd have to look at the plans to see what it showed, but I'm gonna guess it showed like 3 inches maybe.
Yeah, it's pretty tight. Trying to get everything to go this way. How low are we? Or how much do we got to bring it up? Are you guys pretty close?
No.
I mean, it's 6'3" and 2", so 5 inch.
Yeah, Brian told me it was.
It's pretty low then, isn't it?
Is it 3 inches of mix on this thing?
I think it's 6'3" and 2". It's a 6 and 5.
It's 5 inches of
mix?
He just told me it's 3.
Let me double check. This work order is saying 6-inch base rock, 3-inch BP2. Yep, never mind, it is just 6 and 3.
6 and 3.
Yeah. That's kind of what I was looking at, you know, even if you fix this corner, because that's where the low spot, right? That we're worried about the most, or
yeah.
You know, as for
I haven't
runoff.
Shot that one over there, but it don't look like it's in the ground as much as this one. I can tell by looking, this one was the
Right.
problem right off the bat.
Yeah, you can just see it. I'm sure you guys can do it. You can make it happen.
We'll figure something out.
Figure something out. There you go.
Do you know how to pull up the plans on Brian's computer?
On his computer or his iPad?
Here's iPad.
I do, yeah.
Can you pull those up and see what it's showing? We can look at the elevations and see what it's supposed to have here,
Yep.
but I don't know how to do it.
All right, where are we at? So that's the addition right there. And this should be that island right there.
That's the one we're looking at?
That's the one we're looking at. That's storm drain over here.
67.6 on the pavement right there.
It's the exact same over here.
67.4. Yeah, see, it's showing it should be the same at the hump in
The
between the
halfway point.
drains. And then it's showing 2/10 of
2/10.
fall, which would be about 2.5 inches to there, but you've got nothing. That was an 8.5 and that was an 8.5.
So this is your grade at your front of your flag from here.
This whole area here, this is an 8.5. That's a 7. This is an 1.5 inches lower than that high spot there. And then you're flat here. That's an 1.5 inches higher there on that high spot. So this whole area right here, what's it gonna do?
If anything, it's gonna kind of puddle up here, won't it? Or
Yeah, it's just this whole area here. You've got 1 inch going to there.
And
out
50
in here,
feet,
there's
though,
like,
too.
Yeah, and 50 feet, and out in here, there's like,
the thing is we're kind of tied to that height right there, which it's an inch low though, right? That corner storm drain. That'd
Yeah,
be
it's the
where
same
we'd have to
kinda-
base everything off of,
yeah,
right?
it's the same kind of deal there. I mean, if you do tear the curb out down here and lower it, then you've still got, that up in that corner that's too flat. I don't know. I guess maybe that needs to be raised up or something. I don't know. I'll see what they think.
Okay.
And it needs to go down. It needs to go down enough that you're going to have fall. That one, to me, this needs probably like a 5 foot. You have 2.5 inches from there to here, and just straight line it. If they even want to do that,
We ain't got no choice. We're gonna have to change something here because we ain't gonna leave no lake at the end of it. We're gonna have to take out probably 30 feet of this curb here. Okay, well, we're gonna put some grades on it. We're going to this curb. Do I need to go ahead and put our concrete bins in there with tape on it where we run it?
All right, I think we're gonna get out of here.
Good day,
Yep, you too. Jack's gonna avoid you all. He don't want to talk to you. Camera crews, he's shy. And just see how that's going, and we might swing down to Ozark to another job.
Chase is a good guy, his work ethic speaks for himself. He's always the kind of guy that'll, if you need help in a class, he'll always be the first person there to lend out a hand.
My experience with APAC, getting the intern, it was kind of known that it was a good internship program that is available here in Springfield while you're attending school. I was able to connect with them at a job fair conducted through the College of Business in the spring semester. They start looking early as for sophomore to sophomore going into their junior year type students. And I was able to get an interview with them and talk to Doug Fronick and Tim O'Connor in that interview, and was able to secure a position with them for an internship throughout the rest of my schooling. See with the concrete patches how they turned out. They got them opened up. Should have been fast setting concrete they used last night. So. Let's see how Raymond's crew's getting along. No hiding. Where's Raymond? Huh? See, that's what we're gonna deal with right there.
Skid steer going over there.
Getting in the skid steer and going over there. Is that where you guys are working off of?
Yeah. We're gonna build that stretch all the way up there almost to the ramp.
Okay.
So.
They got everything ready for you to go? You got grade
Yep.
stakes, or are you just working off
I'm
curb?
working off the back of the curb. They had confusion on these cutouts, or some of them get like 8 inches of concrete. So they gotta come back and dig these with the track hoe. They're little mini eggs. But.
Dokey.
I've known Chase for about a year now. He was down there on the Neosho project last year, a great big stake job we done. That's where I met him. I'm a rock foreman blade hand, so I set up my own trucks and I lay base rock with a motor grader.
Hey, I was gonna ask you, while we're down in this area, just for something to do, 11th and Hartley, can we go down there and check it?
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to go, but is it at the point to where it could be checked?
Yeah, the way he talked yesterday, he was gonna have it all dug.
That's right.
He'd have it all dug yesterday, and I'd ship him 2 loads of rock to get it covered. I thought that was pretty impressive. I'm really proud of him. I'm glad Apac's got him as a team player. He's really highly intelligent, and he's a good guy, and he's got good values.
That's what I was thinking, but
I can run down there this afternoon, because I'll probably be looking for a place to go tomorrow.
right.
If it's good to go, I'll head down there.
So you're thinking you'll be finished up here this afternoon?
Yep.
Looking for somewhere else to go?
Yep.
Okay.
That whole side ain't none sidewalk grade ready for it. You got little bitty pieces that don't mount to nothing.
Right. Don't.
After I get that, we might even shut off early and go down there and check the dirt on all that.
Okay.
But
I wouldn't be able to go with you this afternoon. Is the only thing.
That'd
I
be
got
fine.
school.
I'll just, after you get out of school, call me. I'll tell you what it looks like.
Okay.
But if it's good to go, I'll just set up and go there.
Yeah. I found out about the HCSS Construction Intern Awards through work while I was at work interning. I was working underneath the estimating office there and was using heavy bid kind of on a daily use. And I seen on the homepage that there was a Construction Intern Awards, and I clicked on it and it took me to the link of their website, and I started reading up on it, and I thought hey, that sounds like a great deal. I ought to take some time and put some effort into maybe putting my name out there and go towards winning this thing. I got a phone call and she kind of surprised me. I didn't know the number, and she was asking me a couple questions, and then she said that I was actually the final winner, and I don't know, I just was at a loss for words. I couldn't believe it. Uh-oh, Rusty. What do you know?
The cumulative experiences that he had in these classes perhaps contributed to him being able to win such a prestigious prize.
So you guys wrote stamina yesterday?
pretty cool. I didn't know it was a thing until we found out that Chase had won it. So I think it's really cool, especially cool for us to have a student from Missouri State win it, because when we intern, we work really hard. So it's kind of cool to see someone being acknowledged for it.
Then kind of went out to the crews and checked on them. And I gotta get a couple things from here and head back up to school. But
What's going on with that? Those two deals we had Travis on.
yeah.
What's going on with them as far as
There was, I think, like 20 so foot of curb that needed to be fixed.
Okay.
And that Bill with Cowherd was gonna get with the city and see how they wanted to go about that, whether, you know, Travis wants us to get in there and fine grade it and get our layer in there. They were pretty proud of it. I mean, it gave a great recognition to our program, to our to what we're trying to do here at Missouri State and what I've been working on for the last 4 years. I think they were very proud of it, and we're happy that I was acknowledged that way. We do have it scheduled for Friday, I think. If
Let's talk to Foreman about that, because he said something about us going ahead and doing the sidewalks.
right, because Travis needs to get back to the sidewalks too.
Then there was another one too that was the same type of deal. I believe it was on Darren's at Woodland Park.
The Woodland Parks, yeah.
I think that's what it was, at the TT&T.
Yeah.
I think it was the same type of deal. I think he was going to pull the curbs and then we were going to go back to the sidewalk, so.
Yep. Lorraine, do you have a second? And are you okay with?
No, I'm not. Good morning.
Good morning, how are you? Brian was wanting to know if I could get a hold of the numbers for the Lauren Cook, what we've turned in and where we're at on that. I think he's lost, yeah. I guess is that in Viewpoint? Yeah, I don't have access to that yet.
I have a few of the students with that similar background, and Chase is one of the students in that group, and I think that helps him be different, unique in the classes that I teach.
It's been, like I said, it's been a great honor, and it's been really quite the deal to have the recognition and, you know, be able to have the support through HCSS to continue and finish out my college career.